Hey, what's going on with y'all, man? Welcome back to Healthy Don't Hurt. We back in the building, we back in business, and business is booming. I hope you guys are doing very well. I'm doing good, but I'm trying to be great. Today's video is going to be a little different. I found out what the incel community was on the internet, and I am blown away. I thought that they were fake. I didn't know incels were real. So I did a video on me finding out about the incel community. And a lot of these young men came out of the woodwork, claiming that they were incels, and they were like, yeah, man, life sucks. It's over. I'm short. I'm ugly. I'm balding. Girls don't like me. Insert excuse here as to why life sucks. And I felt terrible for them, bro. I felt really terrible for them because they really think it's over. They really think that, like, there's no chance that they could be happy. They think there's no chance that they could get a girlfriend or have friends or feel satisfaction from life. So I'm going to help, because I went through a lot of the stuff that these young men and that these men are going through. I went through the same stuff, bro. Before I was bald, I was balding at age 21. And before I started balding, I had a terrible hairline. Like, my hairline looked like a good stock. Like, for black people, your hairline's supposed to be straight. My ish was like, like, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, I would get my hair cut at barbershops, and I would give barbers like PTSD. Like, they would have to use Pythagorean theorem just to get my hairline straight. Like, it was rough. Like, I did not have it easy growing up. So I think I'm qualified to talk about this. Like, even when it comes to like bullying and stuff and feeling like unwanted, I was nerdy, super nerdy, still am. But in the 8th and 9th grade, man, I got bullied a lot. I'll never forget this kid, Jason. Shout out to Jason if he ever sees this. This kid, Jason, bullied me into working out. So we were on the same track team, and we both ran the hurdles, and Jason would always get like first or second place, right? And I would always get last because I wasn't athletic. I didn't hit puberty until really late in high school. I was a late bloomer, and I just had all the issues and quirks that y'all have, And so we were riding home on the bus after a track meet, and this kid would always give me a hard time, always roasting me, bullying, etc. And so we're riding home on the bus, and this kid sees that I have mustard on my shirt because I had ate a hot dog at the track meet. So he sees that I have mustard on my shirt while he's roasting me, and then he's like, "Oh, this guy pissed himself. We're going to start calling you Pee-Pee Boy. Pee-Pee Boy, Pee-Pee Boy." And then everybody started chanting on the bus, "Pee-Pee Boy." Right. And I'm over here scratching my shirt like, "Look, it's not pee, it's mustard." I'm all distraught. Like, they over here cooking my ass. I'm over here like, mustard doesn't scratch, or pee doesn't scratch off. Look, it's mustard. It's scratching off, So they cooked me the whole way home, bro. And then I was Pee-Pee Boy for like a solid year. And this is freshman year in high school. You're Pee-Pee Boy. It was outrageous. So this Jason dude kept giving me a hard time, man. And he was like pretty athletic for his age, and I didn't have no muscle on my body. And so all 9th grade, I ran track again a second time, still dealing with the same stuff. So I went home one day and started working out, and I asked my sister, or I asked my mom for a weight bench, right? I asked my mom for a weight bench because I wanted to work out so I could get stronger than him so that I would be able to defend myself and fight him, right? Because I was always afraid that if we got into an argument and if I started talking reckless to him, he would just beat me up. So I started working out. I started doing push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups. I started watching bodybuilding videos, learning about protein. So I'm working out all fall, all spring, and all summer. So we come back from summer break in the 10th grade, and we go back to school, and Jason tries the old Pee-Pee Boy move, tries bullying me, right? And he's in my gym class now, all right? And he didn't see me without a shirt on. And so I'm sitting here jabbering right back at him, right? Because now it's a little intense because I've been working out. I could back it up. I'm feeling confident. I'm like, yeah, I know I could whoop Jason. Jason ain't whooping me. So, he keeps trying to bully me during the whole gym class, and I'm not having it. We go to the locker room. If you guys remember in high school, middle school, there's no teachers around because we're all getting dressed. They're in the office. And so he tries bullying me again. So I take my shirt off. I'm like, "What we trying to do? I've been working out all summer, man. What you trying to do? Oh, you think because you got some biceps now or some trap muscles that you could take me?" I'm like, "I know I could take you. What's up? What's up?" He's like, "Your arms aren't bigger than mine, And so I showed him that my arms were bigger than his. and that I am more muscular and probably a lot stronger than him. And if he does beat me up, it's going to be a tough time. And you know what happened after that, guys? He backed off. He backed off. He stopped bullying me. I wasn't called PP boy no more. And a lot of the kids stopped bullying me. I started developing muscle, and I wasn't viewed as an easy target. So I can relate. I had to evolve to stop the bullying, to stop the poor treatment, and that's kind of what you have to do. You have to work on yourself so your treatment from others will get better, so it will improve. And it's sad that you have to do that, but it is what it is, especially when you're young. But yeah, let's get into the resolution. Now that you guys know that I'm qualified to talk about this crap. So a lot of our young men have low self esteem, bro. A lot of our young men have low self esteem. I was very blown away, very disappointed because I don't think that they have grit. So we really got to make you guys toughen up a little bit. And even though personal development works, it takes time. It's not immediate. We've really got to not shy away from personal development, working on our weaknesses. You know what your weaknesses are. Stop neglecting them. Stop skipping past them. Stop thinking that you don't have to work on them. And please stop thinking that regardless of how much you improve, that it won't matter in the end. It will matter. It mattered to Jason. No, for real though, like dead ass, yo. Like it really does help, and you've got to believe. A lot of young men don't believe that this will work out for them, but you don't even give yourself a shot. And if you think that you are hopeless and you don't believe that any of this is going to work, your hopelessness is going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. I promise you it will. The person that thinks that they can do it, the person that thinks that they can't do it, are normally right. You really have got to love yourself too. Like the first thing that you've got to do in this personal development process is loving yourself. You've got to love yourself before you can expect anybody else to. That goes for friends, that goes for family, anybody in general, man. You've got to love yourself before anybody else will. You've got to be yourself too, right? Because you can't be anybody else. Although you're improving yourself and you're building yourself up, you can't build up a facade. Right? Because if it's fake, it's never going to last. And you know that you're not being you're being somebody else. You also have got to build yourself up, right? You've got to build yourself up every single day. You've got to do the work every single day so that you are consistent. The more consistent you are at working out, watching what you eat, drinking all your water, making sure your feed is filled with positivity, making sure your friends around you aren't toxic. They're pulling you up, not tearing you down. You really got to build yourself up so that you can become a better person. That's what it's all about. And once you build yourself up, you can then sell yourself. Not literally sell yourself, but you are more marketable to others. People see you out in public. They're more likely to be friends with you because they like what they see. Same thing with women. Women will like what they see. They'll want to be friends with you, and then they might even want to date you. And please remember that, although, a lot of you guys are struggling to be in relationships, you've got to be friends with a woman before you date them. That's actually what comes before, that's what happens before you make them your girlfriend. Before you start dating, you're just friends, right? And the connection hits, and she likes you and thinks you're so cool that she's like, hey, this guy's attractive. I want to be his girlfriend. And that's honestly the way it works, man. You've got to love yourself, be yourself, build yourself, and then sell yourself. I'm going to say it one more time. You've got to love yourself. You've got to be yourself, build yourself, and then sell yourself. And then you'll have a nice little social life. You'll have a nice little girlfriend, and things won't be so bad. Confidence is key, man. Let's talk about confidence. So confidence is very important because women especially like confidence. People in general like confidence. People like confidence when you are applying for a loan because you feel confident that you're going to be able to pay the money back. When you're interviewing for a job, you're hired because you show your confidence and your ability to get the job done that you're applying for, right? If you don't feel like you're confident, you don't think you're capable, they probably won't hire you. If you can't show that in a job interview, they probably won't hire you. Same thing with women, right? Because why would she want to be with somebody that doesn't think that they can make her happy? Why would she want to be with somebody that can't take her out on dates and make her feel pretty and wanted and all of that cool girly stuff, Confidence is not ego. Confidence is not ego. I cannot express this enough. The reason why confidence is not ego is because once things start to go wrong, right? Once you start making mistakes, you have bad days, you start taking losses, your ego is going to get crushed, right? And so if your confidence comes from ego, once your ego's crushed and your ego's gone, so is your confidence, right? Your confidence needs to come from pure preparation. Because if you've prepared, if you've over prepared, if you're ready at any moment, you're ready to take your shirt off at the pool, you're ready for tests, you're ready for work, if you're ready to socialize because you're looking good, you're feeling good, you're smelling good, your life is in order, you've been doing all of this self personal development, all this self work. You have been taking really good care of yourself. Your relationship with yourself is great. You're going to feel prepared, right? You're going to be like, yeah, people want to be my friend. People want me to date them because I'm great. I treat myself well. I am capable. I am valuable. I am pretty good. I am the shit. Like you could be like, I am the shit for these reasons. It's all based on what you've done. You've done the work. It's not based on something that's fictitious that's made up inside your head. And that's gonna be a little tough, man. Being a man is tough, and I feel like you guys have really just got to toughen up. It's not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be immediate. I'm 30 years old, and I have learned more in the past year than I have in the past 10 years. I didn't know anything all the way up until the age of, I would say, 27. I knew absolutely nothing. The older I get, the more I know, the more I realize I really don't know as much as I thought I did. And there's so much more that I don't know. The unknown is like infinite as far as experiences, as far as wisdom goes, and capability and learning goes. But here's a quick solution besides what I've already provided. Trying to stay organized here for you guys. The way you could pretty much just fix your life, bro, is you got to fix yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. You fix yourself physically by going to the gym. A lot of you guys are going to be like, I don't have a gym membership. I don't go to the gym. You need to get a gym membership. If you can't afford one, you can't get to one. You better get a home gym. You better buy a pull-up bar off Amazon. You better get a weight vest. You can get one for like $80. You get like a 30-pound weight vest. Start doing push-ups, pull-ups, and body weight squats. Do it till it hurts, and then keep doing it. Build your workouts. Build your workouts at home. If you don't think that you're creative enough or informed enough or resourceful enough to build your own workouts from free info that's online, you can use AI. You could use Gemini. You can use ChatGPT. There are resources available where you can just ask it to build you a workout plan from home, and it will do that with no weights. But preferably, if you can get to the gym, if you could buy weights, do it. Weight training does accelerate your gym progress, your physique progress. It just does. So yeah, you should probably be working out 5 to 7 days per week. Make the workouts intense. Try not to skip. Although nobody is perfect, but if you do skip, try to make up for it. As far as your diet goes, one thing that I've used, because I've always struggled to gain weight, I'm trying to build muscle mass. I use Calorie AI. It's a free app that allows you to take pictures of your food, and you could put in your weight, your age, what your goal weight is. And if you're trying to gain weight, it'll tell you how many calories you need to consume, how much protein, sodium, carbohydrates, fats. It will break down everything that you need as far as food goes, and you can track your progress every single day by taking pictures of it, right? Or just taking the pictures of the actual plate. You can take a picture of the actual label, or you can search it. They have a food database, and it automatically has all of the information in there. And that's two great ways you can fix yourself physically, is in the gym and through dieting. Don't forget grooming and self-care, right? If you smell good, people are going to want to be close to you. They're going to want to hang out longer. It's just the way it works if you smell good. If you look good, people are going to want to come closer, right? So if you groom yourself, you make sure you have a nice haircut, facial care routines, brushing your teeth routinely, not skipping checkups, making sure your beard is trimmed, all that stuff allows people to get closer to you and to stay around you. And you'll be friends. It's kind of how that works, So now that we talked about how to improve physically, we're going to go over improving mentally. because you've got to fix yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally to be a well-rounded individual. That's what this channel is about. As far as mental goes, I just want to start with God. I do have faith in God. I'm not saying you have to be Christian. This is not a Christian channel, but having faith in God does help when you are hopeless. Because I do believe that God, performs miracles. Not that you, not that you like are a miracle, or that you improving and like taking care of yourself and having confidence. That's not a miracle. Although that might be like shocking for some of y'all to believe. God just helps, man. God just helped me in so many ways, and He's helped me make it in moments where I didn't think I was going to, and I have made it in moments where I shouldn't have. So I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on. You can also improve your mental health by just learning. Right, learning. You can learn about yourself. You can learn about a skill. You can learn about a subject. Just learning in general is very important because, intelligence is rare nowadays. Believe it or not, got so many people walking around that are just like super. I would say stupid, but they're just not bright. And we have AI. It's just wild. Another way you can improve yourself mentally is get satisfaction from completing tasks. A lot of the reason why your dopamine is all messed up is because you're not completing anything. You're not, going for walks. You're not cleaning your room. You're not paying your bills on time. You're not on top of what needs to get taken care of. If you are on top of your responsibilities and you complete your tasks with aggression, on time, and with assertiveness, and attention to detail, you will feel better about yourself because your life won't be falling apart. Another way you can improve your mental health is removing habits, removing toxic people and activities. I know, drinking does negatively affect your health. Ask me how I know because your boy's a drinker. But it does, man. Drinking messes up your anxiety. It makes you very anxious. It makes you have low energy because your liver's trying to like push out and process all of the toxins from alcohol. And it's just a bad habit. You wake up all tired and hungover. So maybe you have to remove that or remove some other type of drug because alcohol is a drug too. Besides habits, you can remove people. I've had to remove some toxic people out of my life because they weren't supporting me. Their habits, that they were doing were bad. They were rubbing off on me. Their lifestyle didn't fit, where I was trying to go. They weren't encouraging me. They would tear me down sometimes. They would hold me back. And, you just can't have that if you're trying to move forward in life and elevate because, it'll be 3 steps forward and 1 step back because your friends are jackasses. Your friends don't want to help you. Your friends won't join along the journey, which if they aren't doing well, you don't have to turn their back on them, but, just distance yourself a little bit. And yeah, activities, man. Some people are participating in activities. I'm not saying that video games are bad, but if you're playing video games all day and you're not hitting the gym, you're not working, you're not trying to go to school or learn a craft or a skill that'll bring you money, you can't be shocked when your life sucks because you didn't do anything besides play video games and be in forums, with no disrespect. I'm a gamer, right? I'm a huge Madden addict, but I haven't made a dime off of Madden. If it's not paying you, you're burning your time, and time is money. And so that's how you can fix yourself mentally. Let's go over emotionally. You can fix yourself emotionally and make sure that your emotional health is intact. First of all, by forgiving others. There's a lot of people, in the incel community and outside of the incel community. It appears that a lot of you guys have some resentment towards people that have done you wrong, that have treated you badly, that have bullied you, that have tore you down. I understand it. I get it. I have a PhD in struggling to let stuff go. Okay, I have that chip on my shoulder forever, and a lot of times it gives me motivation, but it's not good. It's not good for your emotional health. You've got to recognize that and do something about it. You've also got to let the past go. Once something is done, you can't keep harping on it. It's not healthy, and it prevents you from moving forward. It may prevent you from moving forward because you are fearful of what happened in the past. You keep reliving it. It may be distracting. For me, it's very distracting, me thinking about what has happened in the past because I'm not focused on what's going on right now. And if I'm not focused on what's going on right now, then, it messes up your future, right? Because the future is a direct result of what you've done in the present. And the present is a direct result of what you've done in the past, which is why you've got to let it go because you can't change it. And you've got to fix the problem. You know, a lot of you guys I'm starting to see on my incel videos that I've done, you guys kind of deflect, and you guys say that it's over as a way of deflecting and getting around the work and getting around fixing it. You've got to fix the problem, or else things won't change if you won't. And you've got to love yourself. Love yourself to do the work, bro. Love yourself enough to try. Love yourself enough to do this and to toughen up. Love yourself enough to toughen up. Love yourself enough just in general. That's what it all starts with. Because if you don't love yourself enough to start this journey, things will never improve. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Hopefully this did something for you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And don't forget that no matter how hard things get, there's always a way that you can find redemption. And redemption is beautiful. Peace.